Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
Here they are actually making out pretty heavily. So that was the evidence that you wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
You can make a decision to cut clean then?
Yeah.
What are all these
You
people
said you were too
doing here?
busy for
What's
lunch.
going on?
Well, no.
Would you like to explain yourself?
No.
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
It's just like he's just trying to keep a big secret from me.
I just can't take the lies.
I just can't go on anymore. I need to know the truth.
I don't like being the one that has to show you this.
Yeah, we got it right now. They're heading south.
I'm tired of the excuses.
This is something that I've got to know.
They're together right now. There they are. Let's go.
What's up, homie? Who are you, homie?
Stop! Did you do this to me? Stop! Ow! Stop! Mitchell, stop!
You better get right with God.
I love you.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Greetings, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for watching another riveting episode of Cheaters. Meet Ed Becker, a man riddled with insecurity in his relationship with girlfriend Cynthia. Having reached his wit's end, Ed turns to Cheaters for some answers.
Ed Becker, age 56, suspects that fewer visits and less intimacy could be possible signs his relationship is in jeopardy.
I've been going with this girl now a couple years, seeing her on a regular basis, and it just the past little while, it's gotten a little less than I expected. You know, she seems to be working more than she did before and having less time to spend together. Well, we've had a few more arguments than we normally. Yeah, it seems to be a little more tension than it was before. She's quicker to snap, and you know, she's made some indications that she's not happy with the situation. In like, you know, I feel like we have a committed relationship, but you know, she wants the marriage and all that. The main reason I think there's something wrong is before there was like always an attempt on her part to get together, and you know, she'd be like put off if I didn't make the time.
Right.
Now it's sort of like even when I, you know, say when I make the time, she has an excuse or two why not. I don't want to believe it, but I feel like with the time decreasing, and like I said, the little, you know, it's hard to put it in words. You just have that feeling, and you know, and, yeah, and that, oh, I don't know, that look.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Cynthia Howell, age 39. Ms. Howell has led Ed Becker to believe they are in an exclusive relationship. Our investigation begins at Howell's business on Monday morning, documenting her day-to-day activities. At 11:45 a.m., Howell is spotted leaving with an unknown companion. Investigators note that Howell has fresh-cut flowers placed in her left hand. Howell and companion leave the business in a mid-'80s vehicle, maroon in color. The car is followed to a local restaurant, where Howell and companion remain for approximately 45 minutes. Howell and companion leave the restaurant and proceed back toward Howell's business. Upon their arrival, the companion proceeds to a back alley, where the two engage in romantic activity. Earlier in the day, Ed records a telephone conversation inviting Howell to lunch.
Oh, good. Just working.
Want to go to lunch then?
Oh, I can't. I have a meeting with a client this afternoon for lunch.
Apparently, Howell's business lunches are as frolicsome as they are flavorful. Investigation Day 2. Cheaters investigators stake out Ed Becker's residence in anticipation of Howell's arrival. The information is derived from an earlier telephone conversation between the two that day.
Hey, I'm going to get off work a little bit early today. How about if I come over to your house as soon as I get off work?
Oh, yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah, but I won't be able to stay very long because I have a meeting with another client for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So how long you think it'll be?
Probably about 30, 45 minutes, just enough time, you know, for us to have a quickie.
Howell is spotted leaving Ed's residence right on schedule. Investigators follow her in a late-model white Volkswagen Bug. Howell drives directly to the unknown companion's residence, where she remains for 1 hour and 45 minutes. On day 6, investigators uncover the conclusive evidence for which Ed has asked. With a special camera equipped with infrared lighting capabilities, investigators capture footage of Howell and companion in a romantic interlude in front of Howell's residence. Investigators report that Howell invites her companion to finish up where the two left off at lunch. After the break, the confrontation.
With Cynthia's depraved nature exposed, Cheater summons Ed to reveal the sordid findings. Prepared to face the indisputable truth, Ed struggles to maintain his dignity.
By the time you came to me, you had a pretty good feeling that something was going on. Something has been going on. And we weren't quite sure the situation here, if it was just business lunches, and it very well may be business involved. He drives this Dodge. He's taken her to lunch several times, at least 2 or 3 times a week since we've been on them. Here they are actually making out pretty heavily. When he went to take her back, they pulled in the back of the pager shop, and I guess she had a little extra time before she had to go back to the shop. But as you can see, this is, I think that would be the evidence that you were looking for.
Yeah, definitely.
There was another time, and I hate to say it like this, but she was at your house, left your home, and went straight to his house. He actually goes into her house at this point and stayed for hours.
Unbelievable. That's when she told me she had a rough day the next day and had to leave early.
Leave early?
Yeah. Yeah, she left my place late.
Yeah, left his place even later.
Yeah.
What has she been telling you for the last 2 years?
Well, she's, wanted to, actually she seemed to want to make it a little more permanent than I did. But, she's just basically told me she loved me all the time and I was the only one in her life and the only one for her.
Do you find this hard to believe after the information that she was telling you?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I didn't want to believe it, I guess, was the main thing. But the fact that it's been kind of tapering off, I felt something. That's why I came to you. Felt there was some problems, so it wasn't totally unexpected, but I was hoping it, wouldn't end like this. I felt that she was being totally honest with me. And yeah, that's the most disturbing part of it. I don't think it matters.
Would you
what her response is.
Would you be interested in trying to work it out with her, you think?
I don't think so, not at this point.
Even if she said, please forgive me, I'm on my knees?
I don't believe so, no.
Yeah. So that was the evidence that you wanted to?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
You can make a decision to cut clean then?
Yeah, I'd just rather cut it clean right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to know what her reasoning was, like I said, why she would have lied to me that period of time.
Our detectives are on them right now. And we'll go over to our staging area near her place, where they may be together. And if they are, then we'll just go and we'll confront them and talk to them.
All right, everybody follow.
Why don't we just walk this way? Can you see out the window?
Yes, I can barely see the front of the van. But you're parked in a good location because there are vehicles parked right behind the van.
All right. Well, we're in position. Our client is ready, and he wants to have a talk with her. So.
Okay. Stand by. Stand by.
What's going on at that table?
They've been done eating, for like 10 minutes now. They're still talking.
Can you catch any word of the conversation?
No way to get that close. No way.
Okay. All right. We'll just keep the best you can. Stay with them.
No, you know you still at this restaurant you have to pay on your way out. You know that, right? So you still have another 20-30 seconds to make your move.
Is there a line at the cash register?
I can't see the line. They got a wall blocking it. You see what I mean? Okay, she's picking up her purse.
All right.
Check it out.
Not yet.
Still sitting there.
She's picking up her purse, but sitting, so.
She's putting something. He's grabbing the receipt. He just grabbed the receipt off the table. He's looking at it. He's standing up. She is standing up. They're walking towards the cash.
All right, huh?
Walking.
Yeah, stay with me right here. Right here. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse me, what the
Cynthia.
heck? What's going on?
Cynthia, what are you doing?
What are you doing here? What are all these
You
people
said you were
doing
too busy
here?
for
What's
lunch.
going on?
My name's Tommy from the TV show Cheaters, and she's been seeing Ed for the last 2 years in an exclusive relationship, supposedly. That's what she's been telling him. Did you know that she was in an exclusive relationship?
I can't imagine. I called you for lunch. You said you couldn't make it. You had to be at the shop all day. Didn't have somebody to cover for you. Now you're having lunch with this guy.
Well, you know, I was going to tell you, but this is not the way for you to find out.
Not the way.
No.
When were you going to tell me? How long are we going to wait?
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, eventually. And who's this guy?
What the hell?
Who's this guy? I mean, what? Why would you be going to lunch with him? When I asked you, and you said you couldn't make it.
We have video surveillance of you telling Ed that you couldn't see him, you were all busy, and when in fact you were going to lunch with this gentleman.
Is this all true?
And then on top of it, you left his house last week in the evening after spending 2 or 3 hours with Ed, and we followed you going over to this gentleman's house.
Coming up, the conclusion.
His house last week in the evening after spending 2 or 3 hours with Ed, and we followed you going over to this gentleman's house. Did you know that she had been seeing Ed for the last 2 years?
I don't even know this guy. I've never seen him.
Scott, will you take me back to my office?
Yeah.
Well, no, no.
Would you like to explain
Whoa,
yourself?
whoa, whoa. No touching. There's no need to touch. No need to touch.
Don't turn it on me.
This is wrong.
Well, this may be, but what you were doing is wrong.
So,
you could have
this
told
is
me.
totally
You could have
wrong.
told me.
You're
you didn't have to
right.
go
I
through
could've
this.
told you,
Yeah.
but you didn't need to
Would
go
you
through
like
all
to
this.
explain
No.
explain why you were treating him like that?
Scott, will you take me back to my office?
You don't want to talk about why you were lying to him?
You gotta be kidding me. This is really all part of this.
You told him that you wanted more from a relationship. I don't understand. Then you were seeing this
Who
gentleman.
are you?
Right.
My name's-
What is my life in it? Your business.
Well, he's
I
my
came to
client.
him.
He
Yeah,
came to
I
me with
hired
this
him.
problem.
Well, that's
That's-
too bad. We're out of here.
You don't want to talk to me about
No,
it?
I don't.
How about you?
No comment. I don't
Well, what has she been telling you? Can you tell me?
I don't even know. I want to talk about this.
She's been talking to you. What has she been telling you? That you're the only one? Like she's been telling Ed?
I don't want to talk about it. Excuse me. We need to get out of here.
Did you know that she was in a relationship with
I
him?
don't know anything about anything.
Has she been telling you that she loved?
Why?
I don't want to see you.
Well,
Haven't?
Cut the cameras. Go on. I don't want to talk about this.
What has she been telling you?
I don't want to talk about this.
Did she tell you she loved you?
Yes, all that. Of course. I don't want...
Hey, Ed. How are you, buddy?
oh, I'm okay. I'm just, just a little nervous here. I figured that's the way she would. I just know her. She's a hothead, and I knew she'd go berserk at this. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm just glad to be finished with it.
Are you done with her?
Yeah. Yeah. If that's her attitude, you heard her say, "Don't call me."
Yeah.
The confrontation behind him, Ed finds comfort among friends and family. At the end of the show, Cheaters finds out if Ed's faith in love endures. But next, Cheaters takes a look back at the Connie Washington case, where Johnny Burkhalter made an appearance on Cheaters. Johnny returns to discuss his life since the confrontation.
Johnny Burkhalter, age 29. Johnny returns to Cheaters ready to take full responsibility for his actions.
Me and Marshall and I was eating dinner, and we was at the bowling, and all of a sudden I see these cameras come in, and I said, what? And then I see Connie, and I said, oh, what is this? And Marshall said, that's your wife? I said, yeah, that's her. So she come in, went to cussing, and I got up and I ran in the men's restroom, and she was saying, you think I won't run in there at you? I will.
I'm Joey Greco with Cheaters. Know who this is?
You with my man, you. Let me talk to you. You no good dog. You gonna cheat on me. Who is you? Don't run up in there. Come out, you think I won't come? I'll come in there and get you. Don't. It's on. You know better than what you doing.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah. Why? Why?
Let me talk.
Why?
I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it, baby.
You love that?
No, baby.
You had a kid in my house.
Baby, I love you.
You.
Please, baby, please.
Well, that's just like when I met Marshall. You know, me and some friends of mine was at a club, and I spoke to her. She been speaking back, you know, and I kept going to that club to see Marshall. And all of a sudden we hooked up, and I told her that, you know, I liked her, she liked me. You know, we went to sharing money, and, you know, we was drinking all sorts of brews and wine, and I just got hooked. I just never thought I would ever get caught cheating, though.
I don't know what he's doing for her. He's taking care of me and my child.
Cause I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. You no good dog. What you running for? What you running for? What you running for? Why you? No.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Don't run. Tired of running.
What y'all doing here?
Yeah. Thought I wasn't gonna find it. You love me, right?
Well, it wasn't no excuse that I could have made because I was wrong. But like I said, I love Connie, and I've been with her, you know, for 5 years, and I just never thought that I ever get caught cheating on her. But I did.
She ain't here helping your bitch. She ain't here doing the things for you. You took her to the fair. You took her skating. You won't take me nowhere no more.
To the fair, baby.
Long as we've been together. So good, so sweet at first.
I want to be with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Why you? Answer why?
Baby, it was just, I was drunk.
Well, that's always, excuse me, you're intoxicated with some.
I went back to Connie, and we talked for a day and a half, and we had sex, and we talked some more about it, and she would ask me would I ever cheat again on her. If I ever catch you again, I'm gonna kill you this time. I ain't gonna call cheaters no more. I'm gonna get a gun, and I'm gonna kill you. And I said, well, baby, I ain't gonna cheat no more. You ain't gotta worry about me cheating no more.
And I bought this hat, and you got it here with this. Can't believe you do me like that.
Man, don't take it like that.
I thought you loved me.
I do love you.
I love you. I was in my life with you.
5 years, I do love you.
Dirt to me, you hear me? Dirt.
Well, yeah, I was messed up, but I guess it all happened for a reason. You know, me and Connie been together for 5 years, like I said, and I loved her, and I know she loved me, but it was just a thing that I was doing that was wrong, and I had got caught cheating that night.
Ed Becker kept his promise to himself, leaving Cynthia Howell immediately after her confrontation. Ed attempted no reunion with her and stated to cheaters that his career was more important than a relationship at this point in his life. Howell maintains her relationship with Ed was never exclusive and that she was free to date whomever she pleased. Howell's male friend was identified as Scott Seabold, who plans to maintain his interests with Howell as long as possible.
All done, sir.
Thank you, Sonny.
Thank you, Mr. G.